Hey everybody, this episode of The Horror Show is brought to you by Eric Whitman, Matt Zaplicki, Photo Winter, and Matt Henry. Thank you all so much. Those guys donated over at patreon.com/IHateHorror. So if you can support monetarily, go there. Also, big announcement, our shirts are up for sale, store.IHateHorror.com. We've got some special packs with all the Patreon stuff, which the price is a little bit higher because it is supposed to be exclusive just for Patreon members, so sorry about that. But if you do want that stuff before it goes away forever, that's the best way to do it. And all of that money, it's not like we're being greedy. I'm trying to get all that money. Everything we sell from now until October 4th is all going to Joe because he's having a baby. And it's due October 4th. So that's the reason we're doing that. So go pre-order a shirt, store.IHateHorror.com. The design is awesome by Drug Dogs. It's such a cool shirt. It's going to be 2-color for the first time. And we're really excited about this shirt, man. It's going to be awesome. So please make sure you pre-order. I say it later on, but like especially if you're like extra small, double XL and plus. Just make sure you get that in because we're going to order less of those shirts outside of really medium to extra large is really what people buy afterwards. And we're not even going to buy that many extra. So just make sure if you want one, you get this order in. Pre-orders, we're going to shut down August 6th, which is a Sunday, I think. Yes, August 6th. So make sure you get those orders in. And that's really it, guys. This episode is very special. We have our interview with Corey Taylor here. It's a long episode because of the interview is about a half hour. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It was awesome. Also, just a quick note. This episode goes off the rails so fucking bad. I don't know what it was. It must have been the interview throwing us off. I don't know. But it is so off the rails, which is crazy because next week's episode, Dawn of the Dead, is like the most on the rails we've ever been in our lives. Like it is the most like profound episode we've ever done. So if you hate us going off the rails, probably going to skip this. Probably going to skip this one. But if you like it, then you're going to love this one. So guys, enjoy this episode. We really liked it. Trick or treat. I get frustrated with it at the end, but you know what? You want to know something? I fucking love this movie now. I do. I sound like I hate it. I don't. I've been thinking about it all weekend and I fucking love it. So guys, enjoy this. The interview with Corey Taylor is fucking awesome. It's right at the beginning of this. We go straight into it basically. Enjoy that. Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Stone Sour. Such a fucking awesome guy. Like, dude, so awesome. The whole team was awesome. It was great. It was awesome. So enjoy that and enjoy our episode on Trick or Treat. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Horror Show. Show that dissects, mutilates, dismembers, and butchers all of your favorite and not so favorite horror movies and other horror-related events. I'm Sean.
I'm Joe.
I'm Paul.
So before we kick this episode off, Joe and I had a little encounter in Hartford recently.
We did.
I wasn't sure if it was going to go through, so we never promoted it ever. Like a good
I wasn't sure it was going to go through, like, literally until it was over.
Right.
Like, as it was happening, I was worried
Right.
the guy would just be like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
I know. That's why.
There's so much shit, like, happened
I
going
know,
into it.
And I want to tell the story. Should we save this? Should we save it for later?
Yeah, save it for later.
Or should we do it now? So yeah, so wasn't sure it was gonna happen up until. Let's say before people like just turn off the show because we're like, are these people going to say anything? So we got an interview. Me and Corey Taylor had been messaging each other on Twitter for like a year. Some fan, I don't know who, I think it's our fan Miranda, had like said something to him that was like, oh, if you like horror movies, you should listen to like the horror show and like explain the show. And then he just he added me and messaged me. Like I didn't engage with it because I was just like, whatever. And he messages me and he's like, hey man, I'd love to be on the show. And I was like,
can't be real.
This isn't real. Like, and I really didn't. And I was like, yeah, man. Like I tried to play it like as cool as possible, but I was like, so when are you available? I'll fly to you. You want me to fly to you? Or, but like a year, I was like, he was like, yeah, just when I'm in the area, like, let's get together.
Yeah. And then I met him in California.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, Sean sent you a message. He's like, oh, yeah, I know. I was like, this can't, like, come on.
And I still didn't believe that.
Yeah, me neither. I was like,
still
this guy
didn't
just
believe
really
that.
nice.
Literally, yeah, he was just being nice, right? Like, that's what I was thinking too. And I would message him periodically, and like, it was just like a little back and forth. And then, like, I saw Stone Sour was coming to Connecticut, and I was like, hey, man, like, let's do this. And he was like, yeah, talk to my manager, Chris. And he gave me Chris's contact information, and me and Chris like played back and forth for a while, like for months too. Because he was like, message me in like 2 weeks. And 2 weeks I messaged him. He's like, message me like 2 weeks away from the show. And I did. He's like, message me like a couple days in advance. And I was like, oh, this is weird. But he'd gotten it all set up. We were confirmed. We were going to go there and meet him. He said everything was under control. We had zero details pulling into like basically the parking lot. Like we were like, okay.
Not basically. Like,
literally.
Not even that. Like when we went to the gates, we didn't have any fucking details.
We didn't have any details. So I call this guy, Chris, the manager, and he's like, all right, I'm going to give you Steven's number. He's the tour manager. He's out there. I'm like in my offices. And he actually tours with them, and he's got you all set. So I'm like, perfect. That makes sense. Like it's starting to add up. And then we call Steven, and he's like, I'm like, hey, we have an interview with Corey Taylor. He's like, all right. And I was like, all right. So how do we get in? And he's like, well, just meet me somewhere. And so like this whole thing goes down. We get to the gates. He's like, all right, man, just walk in, and I'm here on the left side. It's like, I don't have tickets, man. Like, I can't walk in. And he's like, oh, you don't have tickets? Do you have passes? I was like, no, I don't have passes. Like he ended up being like getting us the tickets. And then he's like, come in. And we come in, and I'm like, she's like, I'm gonna have to look in your bag. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Like there's like $400 worth of like recording equipment in my bag, and you're probably not gonna let me in. And she's like, yeah, no, we can't let you in with all that. And
at this point, I was ready to go back to my car and listen to Ball Tongue.
Dude, we were like, honestly, at every point of this, I was like, this isn't happening. Not happening. It's just going to get delayed. Like, it was so weird. And like, I felt like we were bothering this dude, Steven, like so badly. Like, because I had to call him like six times.
We were.
Yeah.
But
he didn't give a
if it was any other person in the world, they'd be like if it happened to me, I'd be like, go fuck yourselves. Like, I'm not doing anything else for you.
Yeah. And then I was like, hey, so we have two options. We can either record with my phone, and I could go drop my bag off at the car, but it's going to take 20 minutes because we just walked like a half mile to get here. Or like, you can come like help us out here. And he's like, yeah, I'll be right there. And he was like, who were the people that said you couldn't bring that in? And he was really nice, and he brought us in, and we interviewed Corey Taylor. We wanted to have him do a full episode, but like we just couldn't, like time just did not permit. But he is down, so hopefully in the future, we get that done.
Yeah,
because it was supposed to be 15 minutes. I think the interview's like a half hour, maybe. So that's what you're going to hear first, and that's going to lead us into this week's episode, which was an audible from what we said last week. We'd originally said Rocktober Blood,
Wait, we changed that?
Yeah. Well, obviously we're.
Well,
gonna be
did you
doing
watch it?
October Blood
Okay.
again.
We are.
Yeah.
When? Okay.
Joe watched the wrong
needs
movie,
a date.
clearly. Joe watched October Blood.
No, he
did
watched.
not.
He knew.
I knew.
All right. So here we go. Enjoy this interview with Corey Taylor. So this is a very special thing we're doing for the show. We've interviewed Malachi from Children of the Corn, some other major,
He's the man.
Yeah.
some other major stars, but today it's a little bit different. We're with Corey Taylor from Stone Sour and Slipknot.
Yes.
Good to be here.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.
Finally, man, we've been planning this.
I know.
God knows how long.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate
It's
it.
all good.
Actually, before we jump in, can I just tell them that story that we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh boy.
I've been listening. So I was telling Joe the first time I saw Slipknot. I'm a huge Slipknot fan, but I was like, should I tell this story because it was about how I became a fan? And I was like, I really don't know if I should or not.
Oh, dude, I'm on the edge of my seat now. Like I can't. You have to tell it now.
We were going to the first Ozfest where you guys were on main stage.
Okay, so that was 2001.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like the first time, and my buddy was a big fan, and I was like, I just don't like him. Like I was like, I don't understand it. Like I don't get him. But it wasn't like I hate him or anything. And we go, and we're like, the band before you was on, and I fell asleep in my seat, and I woke up like 3 songs into your set, and I woke up and I was like, this is the most amazing music I've ever heard. I was like, what is this? And he was like, oh, this is fucking Slipknot. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm in love. Like,
Yeah.
this is amazing. It's incredible. And ever since then, I was like the biggest fan of you guys. Like,
That's a very strange.
Isn't it
See,
weird?
that was not where I was expecting you to go. I was like thinking like clown, like shit in his hand and threw it at you.
that only amplified it.
Okay, good. All right,
Like the
okay.
Gigi Allen aspect of
well,
nonsense. I was like,
Trust
okay,
me, I'm so glad he doesn't do that anymore. It was so brutal, dude. The only good thing I can think about it is that it's built up antibodies in my body.
100%.
So I will be able to fight any disease ever. Just being exposed to that garbage. Ugh.
but yeah, I had to tell you that because I was like, that sticks out in my mind so well. 'Cause
I
it was
love
honestly,
that you fell asleep.
it was honestly like an epiphany. Like you guys like invaded my brain, and I woke up and I was like, what is this?
Beautiful music.
It was like
It's
honestly like,
slap nuts, you know. That's great. I love that story.
Dude, it was
That's
great.
really good.
all right, so we have some horror related questions and Stone Sour related questions.
Into it?
Joe's our greatest interviewer, so he'll.
Oh, I can't wait.
Out of the two of us.
Yeah, no build up or anything.
All right, so we know that Halloween has had a direct influence on you in terms of inspiring you to wear the mask for Slipknot. Which other early horror memories do you credit in having a direct influence on you?
Oh man, I've got so many. Like growing up, like horror was so ensconced in my taste, you know, especially John Carpenter. Oh, certainly.
Yes.
I mean, but I have great weird memories of going to, my mom would take us to like drive-in movies all the time, right? So we would go, and for like $10, you'd see like 6 movies, like the Dusk Till Dawn ones. And at the end, there would always be like these weird, like Hammer horror films thrown on. Like it was like, so there was like, I just remember crazy color and like weird gore, but like greens and like, I'm like, what is happening? Like that's kind of my background, is like stuff like Halloween, which was very poignant and like tense and very psychological, and then kind of balanced with like this real, like crazy, like Nickelodeon gore, you know,
like super aesthetically.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
all
It's
aesthetic.
just, I just remember the colors, you know, I couldn't tell you one thing about the story, but I remember the colors, you know, and, yeah, man, like between that and like the karate films I used to, the kung fu movies, like I used to watch. Yeah, I grew up pretty messed up.
I think that's all. I think we all did kind of like that, and it all kind of blends together. Every horror fan I know is also like, "Hey, have you ever seen this kung fu movie where guy rips off every limb off of?"
And it all
opponents?
culminated with like the Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, which is like the Hammer kung fu movie that they made, and it's so weird. I have it on DVD, and it's so weird that I was like, this is fucked up. Like, I don't know, but it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
like, it's so
100%.
cool.
Speaking of the colors, we just did Street Trash. Have you seen that, Jem?
No, I have not.
dude.
Highly recommend it.
You're gonna
Yeah?
love it.
Yeah.
You're-
Okay, good.
It's gonna make your brain explode.
What, like, give me a little,
just like thick,
yeah.
purple goo coming out of people all the
Really?
time. Yeah.
So it's kind of like get like an Evil Dead vibe.
Call it like they call it melt movies.
melt movie.
Yeah, people
This
drink
is
this
the
shit
thing.
and they just like melt. Yeah.
It's just a
It's
lot of homeless
fantastic.
people melt.
right.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Looking forward to it. Fair enough.
You will not be let down. The guy ended up going on to work with like Spielberg and stuff, right?
Really?
Or
Oh, it was James Cameron.
James Cameron. Yeah, he's like James Cameron's right hand man.
That makes sense. Strange. That's got like it's got like a Fulci kind of vibe to it. You know, like when the acid falls on the chick in The Beyond, and she
best.
just starts.
Yes.
I'm like, how much longer are you gonna hold on this? This is gross.
Yeah, that's exactly what
So
that
it's
is.
the children of Fulci. Good to know. All right.
We tend to focus on like the real shit of horror movies. We love it. The so bad it's so
Into
good.
it. Into
So do you have a favorite one? A favorite that's so
Oh
bad?
man. That is a damn good question. Trick or Treat always sticks to the original. The one with Skippy. The one with Skippy.
Dude.
I was into that movie on almost an esoteric level when I was younger. Like because and I wanted people to call me Kerr. Like that was I was that kid. Like it was like I was like, you know, people have like started calling me Kerr. Nobody had. I was like, oh yeah, good idea. But they started calling me Ragman for like. I was like, no, I don't want to be Ragman. That's Skippy. Kerr. Like such a dick. And I finally kind of realized it's like, okay, this is a horrible way to try to get a nickname. But I just loved that movie. Like I loved the fact that I mean, first of all, the soundtrack was awesome. Like Fastway is one of my favorite.
And now he's in Flogging Molly.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Crazy, right? I was just talking to Jericho about this the other day. We were talking about Fastway because we were talking about that movie. But the great thing about that movie was it was so, the cheese level was so hardcore that you're watching it going, I don't know if this is good or not. But and then to find out that the guy who played Sammy Kerr was a Tony Shields, he was a solid gold dancer. So like
way.
that's why he moved the way he did. I was like, what? Like so and then those shitty cameos by Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne. I was like, well, it's gotta be cool. It's certainly better than what was that? I can't think of the movie right now, but it's that I had that poster forever, dude. Like I stole it from the local theater because they only ran it really for like a week, and they're like, "Get this the fuck out of here." And I was like, "Well, I'm taking that," and I did, man. So I had it forever.
That's actually one of our movies coming up.
really,
Oh, yeah.
It's so. My favorite parts of that are the gooey the headphones. The chick waking up and she's being banged by something from Tatooine. Like it's just so gnarly. Like you're just watching it going, this is what the fuck is happening? Like you just don't know. And then like all the weird plot holes they're going is like, well, how is this? Why are you playing this backwards on the radio? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But you just love it. Like I showed it to my son because we go on like these tirades and watch a bunch of like crazy like old horror movies and stuff, most of which do not hold up at all. And I talk
That's
it
what
up
we're
and he's
learning.
like looking at me going, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, like Poltergeist 2 does not hold up at all.
No.
But I don't think it held up then. But yeah, that movie is definitely my go-to where I'm like, you put it on just to fucking MST3K it, you know?
That's so awesome.
Awesome. You yourself are in Sharknado 4.
I am.
It's the fourth one, right?
For 15 seconds.
How
Yeah.
did you get involved with that?
They called, man, because they're shooting in Vegas and I have a house in Vegas. And one thing led to another. They were just trying to load it with as many cameos as possible. And I was like, duh, I'm in, you know?
Yeah.
It was kind of convoluted too, because it was like, I showed up at like 9 and I left at like 7 in the morning. And I only shot for 30 minutes. So I was there all night and I must have gotten lost in the shuffle. Like they forgot I was there because I remember falling, and this was at the Stratosphere, like downtown, right? And I'd been in makeup and I had wardrobe. They didn't have anything that fit me. So everything is like, I've got this like oversized trench coat on and like trying like hell to make sure that nobody can really see me, because I was like, why don't you guys just tell me to bring my own clothes? I would have. Like nothing fit. Like they got like 2XL everything. I was like, you gotta be kidding. So I'm standing there like in this like blousey crap, and I finally fell asleep in the hallway waiting for them to come get me. I slept for like 3 hours, dude, and I woke up. I was like, there was nobody around. Like they literally walked over me to get to the next location. And then I went downstairs to find my handler. And I said, dude, if they're not going to shoot me tonight, I'm going to split. I'd rather sleep in my own bed than on the floor at the Stratosphere. And he goes, oh, they didn't shoot you? And I went, oh my God. No, not at all. I was like, well, we got at least one scene for you. I was like, do you? That's fantastic. So they took me downstairs. Luckily, got to work with Tommy Davison, who was super cool.
Awesome.
He knew like all this stuff about Des Moines. He's like, oh yeah, Des Moines, yeah, Funny Bone, John Deere tractors, all this stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like super cool, like just genuinely really, really cool.
Nice.
Loved it. He was like, you want to run it? And I'm like, yeah, man. And we did a walkthrough, ran it, shot it. And I was like, literally, I went from the set to my car, kept the stuff that they gave me. I was like, why am I going to give this back? I'm going to throw it away. And I drove home, and I was like, this is the weirdest night of my life. And I'm one of the few people that actually gets recognized in the movie.
Right.
And they talk about it all the time. And I was literally there for probably 9 hours, shot for an hour, and I'm in it for 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's like one of those movies I imagine you're like, of course I'll do that.
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
And then you do it, and you're like, why the fuck did I think this was a good idea?
And I still, but you know what though? I'm like that. Honestly, I would show up to shoot a cameo in anything because I love it.
That's so
like,
cool.
it's great, man. Like Fear Clinic was the same way.
That was my next question.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How was Robert Englund?
So cool,
Really?
dude. He was like, when I met him, he was going over wigs with the director, right? He was like, now I've got this one. Now this one is when I'm kind of contemplative, come in quiet, reserved. But then I have this one, which it's much more upbeat, and there's hope. There's hope in the future. And then there's this one. And I'm like, this is fucking amazing. He was so cool, dude, and intense. And he was like, and he wouldn't just like show up when he had to show, like he would hang and watch everybody work, man, which was really cool. Some people would kind of ghost out, like if they weren't working, but I was there all day because like the shooting schedule would get reworked depending on lighting and what we were trying to capture, and like and in terms of like priority, obviously. I really learned a lot being on the set of that, but when it came time for other people to work, he would come down and you could see him poking his head over watching the monitors and stuff. So cool, so open, man. Like really would be very helpful with like suggestion. Wasn't being a dick. Wasn't trying to overpower anything. He was so cool. And my last day, and I was walking out, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's he plays actually like 4 different characters, and he does it really fucking well. Yeah. And I was walking out, and he was in the for lack of a better term, the Mr. Black outfit, like the monster outfit. Mm-hmm. So he's nude from the waist up. He's got the crazy fucking monster shit on him. He's got giant black contacts in, and dress pants, no shoes, and he's drinking champagne. And he's kind of just lazily lounging in his little holding area. And he's, Corey, come in. I said, oh, okay. He's like, I said, Mr. Englund, it was my last day. He goes, Robert, please. I'm like, no, it's never going to happen. I said, I just wanted to say it was a thrill to work with you. It was so cool. And thanks so much for whatever. And he goes, I just want you to know something. I watched your scene. He watched the freak out scene, that, not to give too much away, just spoil the ending for anybody. My Bauer freak out scene. He was like, it was really good. You've got really good control, good voice, good presence. It was very good. Keep at it. And I just went, ah!
That's so awesome.
So yeah, man, it was really cool. But he was great. Fiona was great. Like everybody involved was really cool. Me and Thomas Dekker really hit it off, man. Got to hang out. Like, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was miserable because it was so cold.
Yeah,
it was Ohio in the winter, so we all got sick. But I wouldn't have changed a goddamn thing. It was so rad.
You yourself had expressed in directing a horror movie, I think you described it as like a mix between Halloween and Clue.
Yeah, but not so much direct, but produce. And I've got probably 80% of the script. I know I just need to sit down and finish it, and I need to do some type up and stuff. It's very much a product of the era when I was writing it.
Yeah.
But I would love to take it from beginning to end, and at least try to. I mean, Hollywood is slow as shit.
Yeah.
It really is, man. Like I didn't realize that until I was developing a script with an outside producer. And even Clown was like, I'm out. Like, and that guy's got the patience of a saint sometimes. And I was like, no, I'm sticking with it. This is and that was 7 years ago.
Oh my God.
And it's still not doing anything. I'm just like, great, So I don't even know if I'm still involved with that. They probably wrote me out, but with this, man, I have a very specific vision for it, Like I really want to get it made because I know it could be funny, it could be smart. I know the kills could be brutal, like just those violent kills where you're like uncomfortable, but then you snap back into it like with the humor,
Yeah.
So it's got, I wanted people to watch it. And I want it to be quotable. I want it to be crazy. I just want it to be over the fucking top,
Sold.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be great. And I'll off recording, I'll tell you the name of it because I don't want anybody to get it, to take it. But it's I'm hoping to work that out, but I've got all the time in the world, like something like this. It's not as topical as you'd worry about it. It would be an ensemble cast. So it would have to be cast well. And I would want to cast it with people who have worked, on like, not so much Broadway, but in theater, because there's just a delivery and there are beats, the beats that you have to hit, it has to be delivered in a certain way. So I think I would definitely produce to get it made, but then find the right director, help with the casting, get everything done, and be on set like every day just to watch this fucking madness happen.
Sounds amazing.
I know I can do it because I'm just as passionate about it now as I was when I started writing it. Because I was writing it giggling my dick off, like I was laughing. I was writing, it's like that's so stupid, and I was just So and everybody I've showed it to is just like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So I need to finish it. I need to sit down with a proper screenwriter and punch it up a little bit. But yeah, I think it could get done. Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So you and Stone Sour recorded in a haunted house once. Would you ever do that again?
It was interesting. It was it was weird because we kept finding all this weird stuff like that had like we were like, well, who did this belong to? Because it was a house that was kind of it was a rental. And so people kind of kept like coming and going and whatnot, but it had been there for a while. And there was just some weird, apparently that like 3 families back, someone had like committed suicide, which always is never fun to hear about when you're like in this big sprawling house and you're just like, oh God, really? Fucking which room, And we just kept finding all these weird hidden rooms, man. I was like, well, this would be awesome if if it was just my house, but there's like all these weird people around. So yeah, it was, I mean, I was essentially up in the loft area and I just kept hearing like crazy. There was a long hallway that would kind of come up from the stairs and then lead to my room. And then you have to come up some stairs to come into my room. And I would hear footsteps all the time. And I'd just wake up and I'd go, who is it? And there'd be nobody there. And I'd be like, oh, I don't need this right now, man. But I don't know if it was the house or if it was the stuff that's kind of connected to me. Like there's stuff clinging to me that is weird. It kind of comes and goes depending on the drama in my life.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, either way, it's no bueno, it's no fun. So
This next one's not a question. I just wanted to thank you for covering Purple Rain the day that Prince died, because I'm like the world's biggest Prince fan. It was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
And
That was a heavy day.
yeah, it was. I guess we'll wrap it up with this. People that say they knew the twist in The Sixth Sense, they're bullshit liars, correct? True or false?
Yeah, come on. Nothing pisses me off more than this. Oh, I totally fucking saw it coming. I was like, I was one of those people that I was like blown away by it.
Yeah.
You know? I have all these pretentious friends back home who are just like, oh, you can clearly like when he's like, you know, every time he'd go to the door and then put his hands in his pockets, that totally told. I was like, what the fuck did that tell you?
Who looks at that anyway?
Yeah, you jackass. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, he only wore the 3 different things that you see in the first scene. It's like
No one thought that.
nobody thought that, you dickless cocksuckers. It's the same people that was like, oh, I totally saw the ending of Fight Club coming. I was like, no, you fucking didn't. You were like me, where you saw the flag, you were like, what the fuck was that? And then all of a sudden, oh wait, it is hit. Oh fuck! I love twists and stuff. I mean, I'm glad they're kind of going away, but
Sure.
I love twists, and I love waiting for twists. I'm not that fucking guy who's like, well, I gotta fucking figure it out so then I can go to Perkins over a bottomless fucking cup of coffee and tell people just how fucking stupid it was, even though I was secretly thrilled. God, blow me. Sorry, I've been waiting a long time to say that.
We have a friend that actually claims that he knew the ending, right?
no way.
And it's weird because we had this conversation like 2 years ago.
Let me ask you something. You hang out with this friend a lot?
I do. Yeah.
Do you? And who's the idiot?
No, but like it was at one point, all these people were like, "Yeah, I saw all these twists. I've never seen a twist coming." I'm like,
Never.
Am I
man.
dumb?
Come
Like,
on.
what the fuck's wrong?
No,
with me?
you're not.
I'm not. They're all
It's
liars.
people who are
bullshit.
pissed that they didn't see it.
Yeah.
Then everybody's smart retroactive.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's like fucking Nostradamus. Oh yeah, fucking he called this and that and the other. Really? Are you sure he did? Because it seems to me you took some shit and just fucking applied it to these shitty poems that somebody fucking wrote before people were shitting in fucking holes. You idiots.
I completely agree. That's so funny.
That's gonna be great. But Google alert: Corey Taylor hates Nostradamus. Great.
What does Corey Taylor think about Nostradamus?
God. People need to let that die. Oh, it's so. And you know what? It's not even me, and it's not even the people who fucking make the meme. It's all the media outlets who just they pick apart my interviews and then they decide to make a story out of one piece of it. It's
crazy
it's
now.
lazy shit, man.
And
Bums me out.
What sucks is like the interviews are so much more interesting when you actually listen to them.
Exactly. It's like
then that one phrase,
and they take it out of context, and then they put like the worst, like there's something to wind you up in the title of it, and you're just like, oh God. It makes me want to quit, to be honest. Like, just stop talking to people completely. It's like just turn into Luke in fucking The Last Jedi and just be like, fuck all you guys. You don't need to know anymore from me.
I don't want to end on that note, so just real quick. So what's the best Harry Potter book, and why is it The Half-Blood Prince?
Oh man. That's good. God, it's a great fucking question. I think it's because you get everything, it's the Empire. It's the Empire Strikes Back of the Harry Potter books, man. Fucking Dumbledore dies. You don't fucking know where anyone's going. Like, oh, shit, Snape did what?
Snape twist.
Exactly. It's fucking crazy. And it's leading towards, but the thing is, it gets all fucking, it gets wrapped up obviously in the last book, and seeing it put together the way he does when he's got when he's
Takes the memory.
yeah, and he's seeing the memories, and watching it go like that is so fucking, it's so pleasing. And you're just like, and then you go back and you read it, and then you put it in context with that, that it's almost like going back and watching Empire watching everything after the big ending, when he's the sister and like all that shit. You go back and watch Empire and you're like, he just kissed his sister, it's that kind of vibe where it's a retroactive read, you know? And I think that's the one that everybody rereads too. Like it's because, I mean, you can read all of them and really enjoy them, but Half-Blood is really essentially the beginning of the end, you know? And it sets up the last book so fucking well that it's the most important in the series. That's why Empire's the best, and that's why Half-Blood Prince is. Yeah, absolutely. It's so good, man. Cool.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. We really appreciate
man,
it.
it's my pleasure, man. I'll do this shit all day. Are you kidding me? I'll talk your fucking ear off.
We'll get together and do what was that movie that we were saying with sorcery in it?
Oh fuck it! Have you seen Stunt Rock?
No.
It's just some guy getting blown up in some band called Sorcery, plays heavy metal, and there's like a Merlin on the stage. But they have another movie called Rocktober Blood. It's just the same shit. It's just this band just playing heavy metal songs.
Really?
Yeah. And some Merlin looking sorcerer shoots like fire.
The band's called Sorcery. They're real.
They're a real band from LA. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I've heard the band. Yeah.
And they have 2 movies.
That's amazing.
They have 2 movies. And one of them's just a guy doing stunts and like almost getting murdered. And
that's amazing.
And then
it'd be like a guy getting attacked by a tiger, and then Sorcery's playing.
Wait a minute! Was this? These are older movies.
Yeah.
I saw this in fucking Not Quite Hollywood. The Australian. Fucking,
it's Australian.
Yeah, dude. I know exactly. I have not seen them, but God, now I have to.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
I remember seeing it in that documentary. I was like, "That's fucking brilliant." Yeah, I gotta see it now.
It's like an hour and a half of bullshit.
Yeah, it's so good. It's
what better way to spend your day?
What the fuck was the point of this? So good.
all right, man. Thank you so much again. We really appreciate it. Take care.
All right. Appreciate it.
So with that interview, we learned Corey Taylor's favorite bad movie was Trick or Treat, which also happened to be a Patreon pick of Patrick's. Turbo Creeps, our fan. Cool guy. Regular cool Joe. cool Joe. So we said, why don't we just Audible and do Trick or Treat? And we've talked about this movie. Honestly, we might have mentioned it in like the first 2 episodes, I'm thinking.
Sure.
Because it is the movie, like, oh, you mean the one with Gene Simmons and...
They're on the
They're on the
VHS
fucking cover,
yeah.
Not looking like their characters.
No. It's very misleading.
It's very misleading. They look like they're the singers, like they're going to make a cameo in it. And that
looks like they were going to fight each other. Like
they're kind of like
antagonists and one's the antagonist.
Yeah, it looks like the WrestleMania 5 cover. Mega powers explode. This was not that. This was Trick or Treat, a movie. So I've never seen this before.
I was going to ask if you had seen it before.
No, I don't think so.
So I want to ask Paul if he remembers our friend Mike, who was on the episode last week.
Yep.
He bought this on VHS, and he invited us over to watch it. Like that was the plan for the night.
I don't recall this at all.
Okay. And I know this is true because I texted him, like, did this happen? And he's like, oh, yeah. He invited us over to watch it. And as soon as the credits like finished, the opening credit, that song, he was like, I don't want to watch this. Just turn it off. We just had to sit there and watch TV.
100% believe that. That sounds about right.
That sounds exactly right. And
He claimed it wasn't the music, it was the font that they were using.
That's why I have no recollection of it whatsoever.
Oh man, it's so weird. We talk about on this show. We'll be like, "Oh, have you seen this movie?" And I'll be like, "I don't know. I don't think so." Like my memory's shit anyway. Like some of these movies, I'm like, I swear I've seen it before, but then I watch it, I'm like, never seen this. I think it's like I don't know. It must have to do with like some of the YouTube age because like some of these movies, I think I watch like every clip possible that I've almost seen the movie. Like Bad Taste. I'd seen like all of those scenes, but I'd never seen the movie before. But like, yeah. I'd seen the movie.
Right.
Like it's so weird. And that's kind of what falls into this category. This movie is very weird, but not.
So Corey called it cheesy.
Yeah.
It's very apt. It's also kind of uneventful.
The most.
But like, it's not terrible.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
It's really bad.
It's vanilla.
It's very well. Like I was gonna say, like what happens? That's my question to you guys. What happens in this movie? Okay, we know Sammy Kerr dies.
Yes.
This we'll get into it, but
in a fire.
Sammy Kerr dies in a fire.
That he started himself?
Question mark. And comes back to life.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, it's called Wes Craven's Shocker.
It's There's not that. I mean, the only similarities is that somebody comes back. It's
called
which
Return.
is like every movie in this genre.
It's called Return of the Living
Yeah.
Dead.
Out of Electric.
Out of a but what?
No, he
died in a fire.
Yeah, but
I know, but he comes
Paul's
out-
right. He's like only works through electricity.
Well, that's true. That's true. But stop. The similarities to Shocker are not there.
Okay. Whatever, Joe.
In Italy, it's called Shocker too. That would be the best story behind this. This does have some alternate names that are so stupid. It's like turn up the volume and some shit like that. Dude, this is like one of the most uneventful things I've ever seen. Like,
Did you see who was originally supposed to play Kerr?
no.
Blackie Lawless from Wasp.
Oh, really?
And he was like, fuck yeah. And they were like, yeah, but you have to lip sync this band's music, not your own.
Wait, didn't Blackie Lawless also blow up his balls?
I don't think.
giant
I mean,
firework.
he shot them out of his crotch. I don't
Yeah, I
think,
thought it blew up too.
did it?
Wasn't it? Yeah, VH1's like most metal moments.
Well, it sounds like you know the answer. Wasn't that on this obscure show that only I saw?
Oh, me and Paul used to watch that like daily.
Dude, how bad was Danzig's mother on Awesomely Bad Songs?
I remember that.
So clearly.
Very clearly.
I was so furious.
I also remember the comedian Godfried talking about a Slayer song and be like, this is my favorite part. And like, that part's not in the song. It still blows my fucking mind.
Wait. Did Wasp also start a volcanic eruption? Playing guitar, a solo on top of an active volcano?
I feel like that can't be true, but I also think I know what you're talking about. So I'm going to Google it.
Wait, is Wasp awesome?
It's so true. Holy shit, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god. If they made a volcano erupt, yes, they are awesome. They didn't make a volcano.
Yeah. There's no evidence of this.
That is such a wild dude. That sounds like early internet days, like message board shit. Like people shitting on Wasp and some guy being like, "Listen, man, Wasp once erupted a volcano. You don't know shit about Wasp."
Yeah, I can't find any fact of this.
What if somebody have filmed it, or they just did it for fun? They were like, "We don't need to prove us."
Why would they be playing on top of the volcano?
There's a music video.
They're shooting a music video on top of an actual volcano?
Yeah.
This is suspect, guys.
Yeah, we should probably talk about this movie.
All right. So super uneventful movie. I was thinking about, like, I didn't even mind it as I watched it and as I finished it. And then today or yesterday, I'm like driving. I'm like, what the fuck was that movie even about? Like, honestly, it's about nothing. Like,
It's like super mean spirited all throughout.
oh yeah.
Like the bullying in that is
it's so
like
hardcore.
uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. So we start out, we meet, what are you mad about?
Because it was Dokken.
Wait, Doc, you made the volcano erupt. Is that true?
Yeah.
This is the perfect episode for Turbo Creep, by the way. So congratulations, Turbo Creep. All we're doing is
The
talking
only
about
person that's gonna like it.
Dude, everyone's gonna hate this. We meet Ragman, as Corey Taylor referenced in his interview. Ragman is the lead who a terrible lead. Can I, like,
He's not likable.
so, like, you know what, like, people complain about movies now, like, or like even in the 90s, I guess, like when it's like the nerdy girl or the nerdy guy is actually like one of the most handsome people ever. Like, it's like, come on, you know what I mean? People get all upset.
Yeah.
Now, this movie proves why they've switched to this. I think this might be the reason. They were like, all right, let's cast a weirdo as the weirdo role, and then they were like, oh man,
He's in.
this is hard to watch.
He's in your show. Family Ties.
He's Sean Hunter's dad. Who's he in
Wait,
Family Ties?
Eddie Weinbauer?
He looks just like Sean Hunter.
He's the kid that's in love with Justine Bateman. In Family
The
Ties.
jock?
Wait, he was a jock? in the
Well, no, he was like a punk, but he was like a big dummy.
show? That's him.
Ragman.
Dude, Ragman gets huge.
That's him.
Good for him.
Just,
Who's also in Killer Tomatoes Eat France. I like how you
Don't bully
saw
him.
him bullied and thrown out of the locker room naked before you found out his name.
That was one of the worst. That was such a disgusting. I was so like, not disgusting, like, oh, man's butt. Like, what a disgusting. I don't. How do I say it? Like assault.
Yeah.
Like
Assault.
that is what-
sounds right.
That is. Yeah. Sounds
like life-altering event.
Yeah. People are going to jail.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. Like, honestly, like that was the one. Really, you're right. Like, it made me feel uncomfortable. Like, I was like, you know what? Fuck this movie.
Yeah, these guys are jerks.
They're also
They start
40-year-old men,
by fucking with his milk, which is bullshit.
which is bullshit. Also, kind of impossible. I mean, the milk is sealed.
How do you do that?
Put a hole. It looked like a cigarette.
Is that what they did?
No, I don't know. Oh yeah, it was a hole.
I thought they just opened it and he didn't know.
No, it was the biggest hole ever that they put into the seam. It made no sense, Joe. I'm not going to get into the science of it.
I got it.
So it's literally impossible. I mean, it's not impossible. I'm sure you could manage it.
Probably quite easily, actually.
So we meet Ragman. He's a metalhead, a little bit of a weirdo. People poke holes in his milk. Steals Trapper Keeper, his tape deck, which he just, I guess just got his music on it, but he's real uptight about it. These guys are fucking.
Did you
jerks.
see the metal posters in his room, in his locker?
I mean, it's impossible to miss. There's metal posters. Oh, well, in his locker?
That was Lizzie Borden.
Oh.
Nice little throwback.
Oh, the ones in his room are
Ozzy, Anthrax.
awesome. It's so funny, yeah. But we get my favorite scene in the movie real early on, but it made me laugh my ass off. So we learn he's obsessed with this dude,
Sammy Kerr.
He's a lead singer of a band, and he writes him letters. He's from his town, his hometown. So he writes some weird letters. It's like very personal letters.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even know if they had a relationship or not.
I thought this was his diary at first. Like,
Well, yeah, that's what I thought.
But he's
too.
mailing it to this guy.
He's mailing it to this guy. And then I was like, well, him and this guy must have like some type of like relationship because they're from the town.
Yeah.
Like I was like, maybe they know each other. And I don't believe that to be the case.
No, I don't think so.
He's just a stan.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Dear Sammy, I hope you get this letter. I had a bad day. Took a picture of my butt. So we get Eminem on the phone. So yeah, he's in love with this dude, Sammy. He comes home after this awful day of assault, and the news is on, and the news is like talking about Sammy Kerr, and they're like, "Oh yes, he's banned from the school for being too obscene." And the whole time they're showing this clip of Sammy Kerr first filleting a snake, treating a snake as a dick.
That was, I don't want to say awesome, but it was also insane. It was shoving it down his mouth, and he eats it and just pours the blood all over himself.
Dude,
that might be the best part of the movie.
Bites it in half. That's what I'm saying. This is my favorite scene in the movie. Bites the snake, and all the news reporters just like, Sammy Kerr, some people say he's outrageous, and he's literally biting a snake in half and then pouring blood all over his naked body on the news. And you're like, what the fuck? And they're saying he's banned, and they're cutting to him, and he's like part of the censorship.
Yeah, it's like the D. Snyder.
Right, like the
Yeah,
D.
like
Snyder.
censorship.
Which happened in 1985.
Yeah, so real topical.
Like, didn't they already win at that point?
Yeah. Well, now Sammy Kerr's just a whole.
He was part of it, Joe.
I hope Sammy Kerr was on trial for eating a snake alive on stage, and he was just like, "Man, you can't censor me." They're like, you ate an animal.
This is animal abuse.
Yeah, you ate a domesticated animal. You fucking idiot. We don't give a shit what you sing about. Fucking moron. He's like, "Oh, my bad." But then the best part is like this kid like walks over, like somehow he's not like paying attention to his like
He's
BFF.
rocking out to his tunes, doing some laundry.
And he comes over, and the news is basically like, because they're like covering this, like he got banned from the school. So we're like, oh, we understand that there's this dance coming up. And then at the end, they're like, and by the way, he is dead.
Dude,
Burned to death in a hotel fire.
they dropped that on you so abruptly.
I get what they were trying to do. Like I understand what they were trying to do. Like they were trying to but it was so bizarre.
No, because You don't though, because they were presenting it like this was the thing that was happening, like this was the newsworthy thing that he was on trial and the trial was going on. But then you just say he's dead.
And by the way, he's dead.
Talking about burying the lead.
And that's the only thing that the kid hears. So
It's like the Jaws shot.
Yeah, he turns around. He's like, "Oh, cool, Sammy Kerr dead."
yeah, he's like, "Oh, what's he on the news for?" And by the way, Sammy Kerr, that guy we were just talking about, that we just spent 15 minutes explaining old news stories about, dead today. House fire. He dies in a fire, man.
It's not even a house fire; it's a hotel fire.
Hotel fire.
Impossible.
Just his room. There'd be a lot of casualties. Not just Sammy. Don't think so small viewed. Don't be small minded. Dead at 38. They didn't make him a very spry rock star. 38.
Oh yeah, that's ancient. Especially to be doing that. To be
Ragman's fucking pissed.
That's funny.
It's weird.
38. It's like
Also, I don't even think that guy's 38.
like your dad biting snakes.
Like he's not like a young hip youth.
Yeah, rebelling against his parents.
So weird. Ragman's pissed though. He tears down all the shit off his wall.
Except for the Sammy Kerr poster.
Except for the same.
Can't do it.
So he can't do it. He then goes to a radio station where fucking Gene Simmons is there.
Who knew?
Who knew? He doesn't look like Gene
Yeah,
Simmons.
that's why I was like, "Who the fuck was new?" Where was I didn't see Gene Simmons once in this movie.
He's this DJ that like
I thought his acting was awesome.
Yeah, apparently I had no idea who he was.
I mean, it's better than what you imagine Gene Simmons does. I mean,
He's in Runaway.
yeah.
Yeah. With Magnum PI.
How is he in it?
He's good. He's the bad guy.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's good.
Well,
He should have acted.
He should have acted more.
agree.
Yeah. He definitely should have. Maybe
Yeah,
this
it's
whole
called
Sam.
Family Jewels.
You're such a dude. Your pulls are like mental. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain them. They're so un-Paul, but like we're like, how do you know that? So it's Gene. Gene gives him a record. He's like, "Hey man, Sammy would have wanted you to have this."
There's no way Sammy would have wanted him to have that.
And he says it's like a master from the studio because he's like, "Oh, why is this so heavy?" I didn't know masters were heavier. Look at that. That next day,
Can't be true either.
no, I don't. It's just I don't know. I think they just threw it. Back at the school the next day, he's just carrying around this fucking record. Actually, I have no idea if it's the next day or not. I don't. Time in this is very bizarre. It's just kind of all day, every day, but different days.
Yeah.
So it's weird. The girl he's got a crush on. She's a little bit of a preppy. She preppy.
Yeah.
It's also the girl that felt bad for him when he got
The only
out in
one.
the locker room, right?
A room full of girls were just like, "Yes, that's so funny."
Yeah.
Take pictures of him naked and embarrass him. And this one girl's like, "Meh." She didn't step in.
Yeah.
She just felt
Get that
bad.
look on her
He's
face.
just less
though.
of an asshole.
Yeah, she's just less of an asshole. But she invites him to a pool party.
Mm-hmm.
Rag immediately cuts to him just going to the pool party.
Is this pool party at the school?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, of course.
So much tits.
Boobies, booze. The door is being propped open by Jack Daniels bottle, which, I mean,
At the high school.
at the high school. This is like a raging pool party, and he goes into it. He hops in the rag mobile and heads over there.
Everyone's so mean.
Yeah.
At this scene.
He walks in. Well, first of all, I mean, come on. You're out of place, right? Like you're clearly not supposed to be there. And he is walking like he is the cock of the walk. Like he's like got his shoulders out and he's like, "Excuse me, pardon me." And then all the fucking jocks are like, "Hey, the fuck are you
What are
doing
you doing here?"
Literally what they say. And they're like, "Just get him the fuck
He
out."
also says, "Hey, you got ears, dildo?" When he's not listening to them.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's like, he's just avoiding it. He looks so much like Son Hunter.
Can't wait to say that to my dad.
He's gonna fucking clap your ears. Yeah, and he does not look like he belongs there. He sticks out. And these kids, like, they're like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, no.
I loved in this movie how they made the metalhead like that's why he's being targeted because he likes metal, because they say it like multiple times, like get lost, metalhead.
Yeah.
Fucking say that.
Yeah. And like when they steal his like tape deck, they're like, oh, like they say something like derogatory about the music.
Yeah.
How many bros did we see?
Also
at
in
the Stone Temple concert?
1987.
I mean, that was like the hottest shit.
Metal was so popular.
Yeah. I mean, what else would they've been listening to? Bullshit.
Smiths.
Take me home.
Stop.
Tonight.
What song is that? Eddie Money.
No, I was singing Take Me Home to. Oh, no. Oh, I was singing two different things. I was singing Take Me Home Tonight to the tune of a Smith song. Take Me. There is a light that never goes out. Whatever. Can we stop? Hey, Paul, what's your favorite Smith song? All right. So, I am human. So these kids, they want him to get lost, and he doesn't. So then they finally muscle him out, and then one of them, I don't even know what he puts in there.
Does he have a weight on him?
It's like a trash can lid or a weight. Either one is absurd. Puts it on in his backpack, and then they shove him in the pool. All you would have to do is slip out of the backpack.
Slip out of the backpack, but he's just sinking.
Which is probably, honestly, if you fell into the pool with it on, and the weight's in there, it honestly probably, no,
it would just
probably fall off.
It'd come off your arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it would be like down
Disagree.
It would be down below your shoulders.
There's only one way to find out, Paul.
Do you have a pool?
I'm up to
Oh, wait, we have to use a high school pool. 3 men arrested for what they claimed was research.
writing a coffee book.
And one is dead. One is drowned to death.
I'd be so mad about that because that would mean Paul's right.
And this is, somehow it's drowning him, but luckily the girl comes and saves him. I think one of the girls, like when he's like explaining, he's like, Leslie invited me. She's like, Leslie's running for class president. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like
she invited everyone.
She's just inviting everyone. So then who cares? These fucking jocks got to get their heads straight, man. They're fucking assholes.
Word.
Well, he's pissed. He goes home, listens to a record backwards.
Yeah.
Of course.
Dreams of Sammy sitting in a room full of fire, which I think is your point, right? Like, was that a flashback? Like, did Sammy set the room on fire on purpose? Was he like trying to become a demon?
I think so.
Well, it's never
because he's speaking like Latin or reverse or something.
He's speaking reverse.
It's like a premonition of what he's listening to on the record.
Yeah, I know, but it's like,
you know what I love is like he was clearly like a play on Motley Crue, right? You'd say like Nikki Sixx or like Tommy Lee.
Yeah,
it's kind of what he looked like, Blackie Lawless. All the parents were up in arms about those guys for being satanic.
Yeah.
And they're like the bubblegum pop of Satan.
Oh, 100%.
Like, because at the same time, you had fucking Merciful Fate, King Diamond, and Venom.
Well, we talk about that all the time.
I always love like shock rock, like Alice Cooper is actually just the biggest golf fan in the world. And he's like the most calm guy.
Alice Cooper has a great interview where he's like, I was in Norway, and like they're all like, you gotta watch out for these black metal bands to burning down churches. Like, they're evil. He's like, these fucking nerds were getting dropped off by their moms, like their minivans at the mall, and coming up to me and being like, I'm in this black metal band. Like, you may have heard of me, blah, blah. And he's like, I could not believe how fucking big of nerds these guys are.
I mean, we've talked about it, I think, on the show before. Like, the fact that people thought Black Sabbath and shit were, like, satanic. And you're like, you listen to it now.
Tony Iommi's
like,
just missing fingertips.
That's why they thought that.
That man has no fingertips.
Yeah, they did down
work of Satan.
They did down tune those guitars, man.
I get that. I'm aware of that. I'm just the correlation between. God,
I love Paul. I do hope somebody out there was like, that man has no fingertips. This is the work of Satan. How do you strum a guitar without fingertips?
Sorcery.
Honestly, that would have been a better storyline for a trick or treat.
Just think about it. Jesus was a carpenter. It's woodwork. That's what got him. The devil's work.
What? I don't get it.
Wasn't he woodworking?
Who?
Tony Iommi.
Oh, I don't.
Jesus.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with Jesus?
He's a carpenter.
Yeah, okay,
Woodwork, dude.
We got to get off this stuff.
I'm so mad.
So you're such a big Devil Inside fan.
The worst part is there's only one person on earth that would get that joke, and it's me. And there's nobody else would understand that fucking joke. God, all right.
Holy shit. Why do our episodes, why can we never finish before 1 a.m.? I don't even know where the fuck we are. Oh, so Ragman's playing it backwards. And he wakes up, he's playing the shit backwards. Anyway, so the next day, Ragman's like all, I don't know, he's like all cocky now. He's got a little strut in his step after listening to some backwards music. Which, okay, so like that was the other part. Like this movie is like so really fucking slow and nothing happens that you're always like, oh, I think I see what's happening here. Cause like I'm like, oh, like it's gonna make him the cool guy. Like Sammy's gonna jump into him.
I thought it was gonna be a possession.
Right. Or like something like that, or just give him the powers. That is not the case.
So
he's just empowered this one day.
Yeah, just that one, because he shoots like shit out of his fingers, doesn't he? Or no, he uses his hand to do something.
Yeah, he throws food at the guy, or I don't know.
No. But that wasn't powers.
No, he has no powers.
No, he has a power. He makes the jack-o'-lanterns light up.
Jack-o'-lanterns light up.
Oh, yeah. But that was like, yeah. Did he use his hand to do that?
Well, he put his hand up because the guy was coming up the steps to like beat him up.
Like that's what made no sense. And then that was the other thing. I was like, oh, Sammy's gonna protect him, which might have been the story. But then Sammy's like, nah, I'm just gonna kill him.
But Sammy wants to kill everybody.
Yeah, but like at first I thought, oh, he's gonna protect
agreed
him.
That would make sense.
Yeah, but that's not what happened. Then Sammy's like, nah, just kidding.
Yeah, why does Sammy even need him?
That's what I. Because he does not be my question.
Does he do anything other than play? But like, why did it have to be him specifically?
It didn't,
because it was that master.
Why wouldn't
copy?
have Gene just played it on the radio?
Yeah,
Yeah, because then it would have been like a Silver Shamrock scenario, which was like anyways.
Just at a school.
I think he was going to originally protect Sammy, and yes, he wanted him to bring the recording.
Revenge.
Yeah, he wanted to bring the recording to the high school.
But why does
he want to protect him? He doesn't even know him.
But then, okay, so let's say he does want to protect him just because he's his biggest fan. Like, let's go the Shazam route. Shazam.
The
Shaq. Let's go that route. So he wants to protect him. Why does he want to kill everyone though? Like, what's his deal? Like, why? I don't understand why he's so violent.
What was his deal?
Because he's so fucking metal.
I think it like that, dude. I honestly think that's the answer. I honestly think he was like, "Well, I don't have to just kill snakes anymore.
Yeah. You're not gonna let me play here. I'll just take everyone out."
It was really weird. I don't think there's a reason explained in it. Like, I do think they might have just bounced around these ideas. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why this movie's not very good.
Nobody's going to argue that this is a good movie. No. I don't think anybody.
Well, except I think Turbo Creep.
He's not going to say it's a good movie. A good movie?
I don't know. You'll have to ask.
I will. I'm going to text him right now.
I almost asked him for his phone number to call him and argue for this movie. Because, it's rough, man.
It's made...
But it's not bad. Like,
it's
again,
made
it's not
well
bad.
enough.
Like,
it's not terrible.
Dude, I never once checked the time on this to be like, how many minutes are left? Like, I was totally cool with this movie. But I think it was because I was like, something's got to happen soon, right?
Yeah. I was waiting for him to get fucking bats thrown at his naked body. And then I realized it's a totally different movie. Rock and Roll Nightmare.
Dude, holy shit. I also think that's the movie Corey was talking about that he couldn't think of the name of.
Dude, that's what I was thinking.
Also, Turbo Creep's back.
Rock and Roll Nightmare?
I think so.
No.
He had 3 picks that were all like...
No, dude, Sean, if it was Rock and Roll Nightmare, I would have adamantly chose that one.
Oh, wait, no, it was Black Roses. Rock and Roll Nightmare is picked, though.
By who?
Catherine Mitchell.
We're doing that
It's
next
coming
week.
up. Oh, it is. It's coming up very
Yes!
soon. It's coming up very soon.
That scene, holy shit! These little rubber things.
I was
catching them.
I thought that this was this movie.
Fuck. Can't wait.
I was like,
Oh, wait a minute. I know which one you're talking about.
I must have showed you that
Dude,
clip
is that
100
that
times.
super with the white hair?
Yeah,
yeah, they're
name's
throwing
Thor.
it. The guy's holding him on his own body because they're not sticking.
Yeah, and it's just like a little robot. Well, it's like a paper towel roll that was painted silver. That's the robot's head.
Well, this was an episode on.
Yeah, this is wild.
Well, that's what happens when you have a 30-minute fucking interview at the beginning. You know, it's tough, man.
Yeah, we gotta edit this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
What?
No, I just leave silence.
You put a loud sound in, so you see the sound waves. You see like a big spike, so you know to cut around there.
Actually, I never knew how to do that. I would do silence, or I would write down the time. That's so much better. Thanks. Oh, but I level it, so I'll see it. Whatever. Anyway, everyone, fuck off. All right. So, well, spoilers. I guess we're doing
Rock and Roll Nightmare.
soon. I'm excited. I've never seen it, but I know what movie it is. And I'm very excited. That is trash. Meanwhile, back at this movie, Trick or Treat. I mean, dude, nothing happens in Trick or Treat. So we're explaining like paint drying right now. Like,
Unfortunately, you're right, because
it's just a lot of like,
the only memorable scene was the one that we talked about before, and then when the demon. Why is that demon not in there more often? Because, because that girl's in the car. The guy goes out to take a piss.
because it doesn't have anything to do with
And the demon is huge.
it just changes. The movie changes completely, like regularly. Like they change the direction constantly. So we'll get there in a minute. Let's do so Ragman's pumped now. He wants to take on the bullies. He goes in, throws food in their face. They start chasing him, and like this was like way more of like an 80s movie. Like it's the stupidest statement I ever made. You know what I mean though? Like a John Hughes type movie or something. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like more of like a teen movie.
Oh, a coming of age movie?
Yeah, sort of. Because it's like, I mean, there's zero gore in it.
Yeah.
It's not
Snake.
scary. So it's a weird movie. And like this chase scene, I was like, this is like just like a normal 80s movie. Like this is like the nerd gets his way and then they're just chasing him down the hallway for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just them like,
long.
whoa! And like he like
It was so long.
he did so long. He tips over like a water bucket and one slips and
He shoots off the stairwell. That was actually funny.
slides out a door, and then it cuts to outside the school, and he's flying out of the door to the outside to like an open stairwell. That like honestly, it cut right there, and I'm worried
That guy died.
Stuntman died. Like his ankles, hit the
the wall.
and then he went over and out of the school. Like that dude was flying out of that door.
Dude, I
forgot
love
about that.
when you see scenes like that in movies like this because there's no way those guys are getting paid well or they're like professional.
Or it would have been like reported at all. Like it would have been like man dies in accident at school. Like no one, it wouldn't have made the news. Like,
Put some janitor clothes on him.
My favorite is when that scene in Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, the garbage day scene, there's a car that like flips over and the stuntman is standing
So close.
to that
He's so-
fire.
dude, that guy-
And you're just like, what are you doing for this movie? Like, why is this
They
happening?
definitely fucked that up, and we're like, well, he lived. We'll leave it in.
Yeah, dude.
That's so bad. And like that dude probably walked off set. Like that dude was probably like,
What am I doing?
You might fuck
yeah,
him
yeah.
right
I bet
now.
you anything.
Now-
He's
now-
like, don't put that in
Now
the
he's a
fucking
priest. Join the seminary.
Man, we are way off track as this. So Ragman and his nerdy pal, who we were introduced to earlier, but it doesn't matter because.
Yeah.
So he comes, and they're looking at the backwards record, and the guy's like, the friend's like, well, it's just a gimmick. Like, it doesn't mean anything. And for some reason, Ragman's like, this is something crazy. That everyone is automatically assuming that like what is happening is happening. And like, we're not even entirely sure what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like every character in this is like, it's fucking voodoo. It's demons. I'm like, I don't know. Like the jock is like, he says that later. Like he knows, like, how would he know that?
Like it's so weird.
I don't know.
It's so weird. Yeah. So Ragman is using the record like a magic 8-ball now at this point. Like he goes from just like playing it backwards and being like, that's weird. And now he's like asking it questions and it's answering it backwards. And it's all just
He's
weird.
still asking if the message was meant for him.
Yeah. He's like, clearly. This guy's like, yes. Are you serious?
I wish that was.
How many times are you going to ask me that? But he says, you know, he's being very cryptic, saying it's all part of the plan, and the plan is revenge. Remember? No, we don't, because it was never explained. Ever. No. Ever. Okay, I take that back. I think maybe Ragman might have said something to the record. Like, I think when he played the record, he was like, I'm going to kill them.
Okay,
Maybe that's what it was.
You think that's what triggered it?
Yeah, and he's like that. It was like a wish. It was like a genie.
I don't know.
I mean, regardless, a demon dog shows up and fucks a woman inside of 3 scenes. So it doesn't make all that much sense. You can't give it that much credit. Back at school again. Did the headbanger bang his head? More fucking shots at metalheads. The jocks are just beating the shit out of him, and one's about to grab a hammer and just fucking brain him with it. But is stopped because, like I said, our genie friend, Sammy Kerr, the genie, shows up, wraps his tie in like some piece of heavy machinery.
And the drill's bit is moving so slow towards his head.
What kind of machine is that just has it? It didn't even look like a drill bit. It looked like a fucking spike that just entered things.
Do you know what kind of machine it was?
Nope.
Boring.
Boring machine.
I must have made this movie. But no, I don't know what it was though. An impaler. We have this medieval machine there. Home ec.
It literally just looked like a spike.
Yeah, and it's about to kill him. And he's begging Ragman to let him free. And Ragman does, which is weird. I guess it's not. It's a man's life.
Yeah, he's a high schooler. He's not trying to kill people. He wants revenge, but doesn't need bodies.
But, yeah, and Ragman pulls
He
the
did say,
plug.
I'm going to kill them.
Yeah, and later on, this is the scene where like the jock's like, him and his voodoo almost killed me.
Dude, that kid just saved his life.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't over. I would be kissing that kid's ass. Like, what am I doing?
I would literally be like, drop your britches, sir. Might be our new gimmick.
You just keep
What I don't All right. So I don't even know what happens. His mom just discovers he's a metalhead for the first time. She enters his room and finds his studded bracelet that he wears every day, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Like her face is like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" She's so like unhinged by everything. It's really weird. And later she's like, "Yeah, you're fine." So, but everything in the rooms just starts breaking and exploding and shit, which is very alarming. But Ragman is acting again. Now he's like Spider-Man with the symbiote suit. He's just like walking around and they're like, dude, you skipped your midterm. He's like, I don't give a shit.
This is such a hard
I'll make it up later.
Like now he's like,
Can't do that.
yeah. Oh, and he says ciao.
Wait, is it like Spider-Man, like from Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
When he turns emo? He's
Yeah,
walking
yeah,
down the
yeah.
street.
Yeah.
Joe farted so loud in the theater. Best part of that movie.
Yeah, it's weird. And this dude, Ragman, was such a geek off the street. And now he's like, dude, and he's like so uncool still. That's the problem. That's why it's exactly like Spider-Man. He's still super uncool when he's trying to be cool. Like we're supposed to believe he's cool.
Right.
And he's like that girl that he likes. I forget her name. Jenny something. Jennifer. She like walks up to him and is like, what is going on with you? Even though she hasn't seen anything. She like, just walked up to him. And he's like, hey, what kind of jeans are those? Or he goes, hey, what are those pants you're wearing? She's like, jeans? And he's like, cool. Then he goes, ciao. It's the most uncool
Smooth
thing I've ever
operator
heard.
right there.
But like, do you think that was intentionally like funny, or I don't know? I don't think it was intentionally funny. I think it was supposed to be intentionally
No
cool.
way. That was intentionally funny.
The jocks, like we said before. Oh, we should mention Ragman planted that cassette in the jock's car,
Yes.
the bad one,
So he killed her.
the evil one.
Yes.
And so the jocks,
He gave it to him as a peace offering.
yeah, but
He handed it to
Yeah,
him.
but
He
to-
didn't plant it.
oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, he gave it to him.
Yeah, he handed it to him. He was like, here's a peace offering, which I would have just thrown in the trash. But this guy keeps it, leaves it in his car. He's at makeout point with his girl. She puts it on while he's taking the longest piss in the history of the universe.
It's like Harry met Sally.
Yes.
She's coming hard.
She's having an orgasm. Fit to print. It's really weird. Like, she's undressing while listening to this backwards music. And again, we're not entirely sure what the backwards music does, because it just made
I mean, it
this
gave
kid
him like
cool.
it did not.
Well,
Put her in like a trance.
but she's like undressing, and we're just it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. She's butt naked after a couple minutes of this.
Yeah.
And this also goes on forever. And then
Dude's still peeing.
dude's still pissing, and then she wakes up. There's just this fucking demon dog over her. Yeah,
Say it.
I'm just thinking about that demon dog.
it's insane.
About how stupid it is.
Dude,
There's no way it'd fit in that car without hitting the seats.
Oh shit, they're in the front seat, and you're 100% right. Like, it would have been like his head would have been.
But
on
they're in the
windshield.
front?
No, they're in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. No,
Yeah.
no.
Does it matter?
It doesn't, because this dog is like the size of a vehicle. The head is literally the size of the windshield. Like, it's enormous.
so big.
It's enormous. It really doesn't matter. I can't believe we were about to argue. Well, they're in the back seat. Shit. Yeah, this dog is fucking huge, and all it does is just like, and she screams.
And it goes
The guy
like
runs
exterior shot. Of
And
the
smoke's
car
coming out of her
so
ears.
hard.
Smoke's coming out of her ears. And the guy runs back, and he's like, what's going on? There's no dog. And the headset that I gotta stop playing with this. The headphones are melted onto her head.
Yeah.
It's the grossest this movie gets. And it wasn't that great. And the demon dog is not explained, never returns.
I wish the rest of the movie was just about him.
The demon dog?
Yeah.
I wish the rest of the movie was about anything. Besides Ragman.
Blue lightning.
Besides Ragman walking around being like,
Moping.
hey, well, because now from here on out, Ragman's like, in the next scene, Ragman's like, well, first the jock shows up to Ragman's house and he's like, fuck you, you did this. How the fuck would he ever put that together? I mean, because whatever. And then after that, Ragman like goes up and starts talking to the record player again and is like, hey man, take it easy. Like, you know, like that moment. That all of these are tropes. The whole movie's tropes, but like they just took all of them and just like put them in, not making any sense. And he goes up and he's like, hey man, like cut it out. And Sammy's like, nah. And then he's like, whatever. And then he just goes, Jennifer or Jenny. And he's like, you can't do anything to Jenny. And now from this point out, Sammy,
This is the villain.
yes, and Ragman is a hero. Well, it's a stretch. But Ragman is trying to stop Sammy.
Yes.
He sucks at it, kind of.
He's abysmal.
I mean, we just got to move this along. He tries to smash everything. That doesn't stop it. He tries to tell the nerd to go get the tape.
Yeah.
He's like, get it back because we can't have anyone listen to it. And he's like, and don't play it. Of course, the nerd plays it, and Sammy shows up and is like, because now the song summons Sammy. Now Sammy's just like popping out of shit. And first it was like coming out of the speaker, which kind of made sense because that's where the music's coming from.
Right.
But with the kid that plays the tape, he just like steps out of a cloud of smoke.
Yes. And he's like pulling people from the TV.
Yeah, and killing them. Just reaches in.
Oh yeah,
rips them out.
what? I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. They're watching TV.
Yeah,
and
twice.
he's just like, hang on. And he like reaches
Pulls her out.
for no reason.
Yeah.
He's like, good, oh, that's taken care of. It was so weird. Oh my God, that's so weird.
Yeah, and he caused a brain hemorrhage on the person earlier.
Yeah.
When he like swiped the TV.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this away. Yeah, he fucks it all. It's so fucking weird. It's so bizarre, and it's so
Imagine
weird.
the people in that live studio audience.
Right.
It's real fucking weird when that person just disappeared and pulled through a fucking TV.
So Sammy is now like among the living and can kind of just manifest himself whenever, but he's
Nice
still
Anthrax reference.
But sure. but then fucking irregular Beavis over here. So Sammy can just manifest himself, but then is still like, "Hey, play this cassette at your dance." Or I thought he asked him to kill somebody, but
Either or.
I forget. But that's what my interpretation was. But then he plays the cassette. He's like, "Just play this cassette." I don't know. That doesn't happen either. That would have been a lie if I said he said that. He does not say that. I swear he's like, "You need to kill somebody, or I'm going to kill you," type of situation. So, yeah. So there's that. So this nerd brings that tape to the dance, pops it in, and they start playing it. Like, why the DJ would let that play for more than a split second?
Or at all. How many DJs just take a cassette?
Dude, we asked DJs at your wedding to be like, play normal songs, and they was like, yeah. You never heard them. Same with my wedding.
He did play Rammstein.
He did, which was, I think about that regularly. I'm like, why would he have done that? And not played like the one song I asked him to, which I don't even remember what it was, but it wasn't bad, I don't think. But I was like, yeah, Joe said he wanted it. I don't know. It was better than Rammstein. More
Disagree.
appropriate. Yeah, that's why I said more appropriate. I changed it to more appropriate.
When a pit opened up at Joe's wedding to Haas.
Dude, Rammstein was the weirdest live show I've ever seen in my life. Fucking coming out of
I've
the
seen
crowd.
it. It was fantastic.
It was insane. Big fake dick.
I'll tell you more about it after.
So his girl Jenny calls him and is like, "Hey, why aren't you at the dance?" It's weird. And he's like, "What is that music on in the background?" She's like, "I don't know, some tape Roger brought." And he's like, "Turn it off, turn it off."
Have we talked about the music in this movie?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because
Let's just save it for the end.
Well, we can save it for the scene where he gets to the dance, because that was like the best thing ever. That was the best thing ever.
And Houdini's playing.
Yes.
Fucking Houdini.
Houdini rocks.
Agreed.
What's your favorite Houdini song? So at the dance, the band's about to get ready to play, because they have a live band also, not just a DJ, and it looks like a metal band. It is a metal band, I should say. And the guitarist, they've stopped playing the tape, so everything's all well and good. And the guitarist, like, this is like looking into your gun when it doesn't shoot, right? Like he's like, "Hey, my guitar doesn't work." So he just is looking into the face of the speaker.
It's a good analogy.
He's just like, "Oh, like, why isn't this working?" Like, you wouldn't like look at the cables, like, obviously.
Stare at the speaker.
Just staring at the front of the speaker. You're like, "Oh man," like, and fucking Sammy comes out and murders him, because Sammy's just hanging out in the amp.
Then what?
And then Sammy.
What does anybody do when they're
What does any demon do when they're finally free?
fucking rock the house out?
Rock the house. Like, dude, like, that's again, like, why is this movie happening? Like, he's the bad guy. Like,
Dude, all he wanted.
And like the people are like watching. Like you can argue maybe they're under a trance, but they're not.
they're not, because they're like,
just like, oh, this is awesome.
because they're like, that guy looks like Sammy. It's like, I thought Sammy died. It's like, I don't know. Like,
Sammy.
like they're having conversations like they're not in a trance. They are having like open, candid conversations. Like, is that Sammy? It's like, oh, this rock's better than Sammy. All this shit. And Sammy just starts fucking rocking. Dude, this song, but on Tuesday when this show releases, I'm going to make a petition on that like change.org website to make this the national anthem. And
They just strip you of internet privileges.
they might fucking just kick me out of the country. But like, and instead of like, well, I guess you don't for the national anthem, you don't cover your heart, but you take off your hat. You can leave your hat on now in America when this plays, but you gotta like hit the side of your leg like Sammy does at the beginning. Dude, could you imagine at a sporting event, like Olympic style sporting event, our country like stepping up and this song is like what fucking plays? Like, okay, now we're gonna sing the American national anthem. And it's like, dum, dum, dum.
Oh, it's a great song.
Dun.
I'm with you.
It'd be fucking insane.
Sure.
We need an update. How does it?
I'd rather be raining blood.
How does the national anthem go?
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, you have to. All right.
Oh, say.
Wait, what?
Or a new national anthem?
No, I was asking. I was asking. No. Because you have to pick, dude. Because people aren't going to be down for that.
Yes, they are.
No, they aren't. No, because
They don't know.
No. You
Just stop at that part.
You need a middle ground. You need.
They'll have to listen to a minute and a half of raindrops.
You need a. And thunder and lightning. Like, dude, like this. Like, it's like, okay, now the American national anthem. And like, everyone's just like hitting their side of their leg. Dude, we'd be the most intimidating country of all time.
Except we'd all have bruises on our legs.
I mean,
This episode's going to get taken down.
yeah, they are. I think they're actively. They are on Spotify, unlike Fieldy's Dreams. So I will not play that. But dude. I mean, the only thing is we'd have to change the name. It can't be called Trick or Treat anymore. The national anthem can't be called Trick or Treat. It's just gonna have to be called the national anthem.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I'm just pitching what I'm gonna put on this change.org website. Whatever.
Man, that guy that complained on Buddy Disgusting about us not sticking to the topic is going to be real mad this week.
He's gonna be super.
Somebody really?
He said, yeah, we should take ourselves more seriously.
So we read all your advice and we take it to heart.
We take it to heart. Triple clap that. A regular rag man. All right, Sammy is I don't know, man. Oh, so Sammy's rocking,
Yeah.
playing the greatest song ever recorded.
But the lip sync is terrible.
The lip sync is so
bad.
fucking bad.
He is so theatrical and not metal.
That's what killed the performance. I mean, because it's not even like you said, like Motley Crue and stuff. Those guys were all super theatrical, like super
Yeah.
animated.
Oh,
And,
King Diamond was theatrical.
yeah, they were caricatures of themselves and just like having a great time while playing. Like Corey Taylor said, like this dude was a dancer.
This guy's like figure skating.
Yeah,
Doing,
yeah.
like triple
Yes,
axles and stuff.
exactly.
Like,
It's such finesse moves that you're like, wait, what is this man doing? Like, and it wasn't that it looked bad. It was just, it didn't fit it
no, it doesn't go with the music.
Yeah, it doesn't go with
like-
it at all. So it's that was the alarming.
Why would you just not eat more snakes?
Yeah.
Because obviously, Joe, he can't bring a snake through the speaker. It's a living organism. Stupid.
Why wouldn't you bring a dead one?
I wish somebody was like, yeah, Sammy.
The one that he ate.
Oh my God.
Reanimated.
Dead snake. I mean, what is Sammy? Is he ghost? I don't know. Sammy is rocking out. And then just starts shooting people with electric fireballs. But it was like electricity, but it was fire.
Yes. And
Lightning bolts.
sure. And the school is like, it's chaos, right? All the
Yes.
people are running and screaming. And this guy decides it's a good time for a rape.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he confronts Jeannie and he's like, have you been hooking up? By the way, he already had a girlfriend who got her face melted. So
Yeah,
he wasn't even dating this chick.
No.
And he's like, why are you messing around with? And then all of a sudden they start calling him by his last name for the first time in the fucking movie. They're like, why are you talking to Wegman?
Wait, Ragman or Wegman? Is that his name?
I guess. Why did they bring that?
It's Weinbauer.
Wine.
Tomato, tomato.
Get serious. Get serious, you guys. So Roger, but Ragman shows up to stop the jock. Right?
Yeah. And so do the police.
Oh,
Because one of them gets tased out of his fucking boots.
yes. Yeah, actually, and Roger doesn't even save him. Roger's like being a little fucking little baby outside, like crying about what he's done. Like he's just like, he's not even saving her.
He's totally useless.
He's like, oh, what have I done? And then fucking Sammy comes in and kills the jock by sticking his, like he grabs him by the face
And then sticks his finger in an outlet or something.
Even though he clearly possesses the power of electricity because he was just shooting lightning at an
And
entire.
pulling people through TVs. Do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it was weird, and it was really weird.
And Ragman
So
is trying to destroy every radio.
he's trying to destroy.
ever?
Well, he's trying to destroy the I think electricity. Is he trying to destroy the radios?
The radios.
Yeah, so he can't come back through it.
Weird. Fucking weird. Roger saves the day. But Ragman looks like he's. Is it Ragman that looks like he's dead?
No,
Roger.
Because Roger sticks a crowbar.
Oh yeah. Roger
in the
gets-
electrical.
Yeah, Roger gets zapped and he's on the ground and Ragman's like sobbing and he's like, he's dead. He's like, actually,
No,
actually
okay.
not.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Which I actually like that scene. But now the police are chasing Ragman because some kid was like, there he is. And that's all the police based on. They're like, go get him. Go get him. Like, that is honestly what happens. And the cops are like, fucking get him. Ragman has enough time, though, to tell the girl the whole story. But they're still like running. They go to the radio station, which is like playing the song somehow. Sammy jumps out of a fucking window. I don't even know what's happening at this point. Like it's just a pursuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a chase that lasts the last quarter of the movie. They end up back at the radio station, where Sammy's like kind of guarding the tape with magic, like with fire and shit, like just kind of like surrounded it. So Ragman just drives a cop car around trying to get him to appear by calling him a poser.
Yeah.
And that works.
Because if he appears in the cop car,
Calling him out a poser is fucking fighting words.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're a demon, I'd be like, I don't care what you think. I'm going to kill you in like 3 minutes. But he gets him in the cop car, which also, couldn't Sammy just appear in the fucking front seat?
Well, he threw the speaker.
Couldn't the
he threw
demon
the
dog
radio.
help?
He threw the radio in the back seat.
He threw the radio. Okay, so he can only come through radios, but like he's appeared through other. Okay, whatever, man. I don't care. Like, fuck this movie. Honestly, the more I'm talking about this movie, the more it's pissing me off. So he appears because this kid is like, "You're a poser, man," and then he's like, "What'd you say?" Shows up in the backseat of the car,
And by doing that, he can't protect the radio station.
right?
So
she
then
can grab
Leslie
the
could
tape.
smash the last remaining copy of the
right,
tape.
and then Ragman drives the car into a river, and then he escapes. And
That's it.
And then it ends.
so I guess Sammy did the water put out the fire of Sammy Boskowitz?
Yeah.
Sammy Kerr.
Because earlier in the house, when Eddie threw the fucking laundry, the hamper at him, and he fell in the toilet, he got like shocked.
Oh my God. I forgot about that scene. I wanted to talk about that scene because it was so stupid. Yeah. Okay. So he's electric. Fire
the water
man.
gonna take him out.
I don't think the person that made this knew there was a difference between electricity and fire. So Ragman and his girl hug at the river bank, and they go back to the radio station, and Ragman leaves us with, "Wake up, sleepyheads! It's party time." And
Why does he say that?
because he's so fucking
The
metal,
whole thing was a dream.
It was him working at the radio station.
he's Gene Simmons. He's Gene Simmons' inner.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
He's Gene Simmons in colonial times.
So the
Dreaming
music.
about a modern radio.
Dude, stop.
Wait, he's Nikola Tesla or whatever, whoever invented the radio. Tesla did. He invented the coil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marconi.
Marconi.
It's Marconi's dream.
The music in this movie, pretty good. Fastway.
Great. Fastway is awesome. And as you mentioned, the lead singer of Fastway.
Fastoway.
No, it's Fastway.
Is it Fastway?
Yeah, it's Fastway.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's Fastway, and the lead singer of Fastway is the lead singer of Flogging Molly.
Yes.
Now, did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Pretty fucking crazy, right?
And Fast Eddie Clark is the guitar player from Motorhead.
Oh, really?
Really?
So Fastway, how do you think that happened? Like, did he come to America? You know, I think his shtick is, I came to America to sing my Irish ditties, but fact is,
Came to sing hair metal.
came to sing fucking hair metal. It's an interesting thing. It always makes me wonder, like, I don't know. Music's too corporate these days. You know what I'm saying, man?
Sure.
Anyway, we got to end this episode. It's too fucking long. So Trick or Treat's a movie,
That it is.
and that's it.
See you next week, folks.
Yep.
Next week we have Dawn of the Dead, the original. We got Paul again next week. So enjoy this episode. We appreciate it.
This is the fastest wrap up ever.
Yeah, we're trying.
I feel like. Oh yeah.
We
Sorry.
haven't done our plugs or anything. Everyone just settle down. Settle down. Our shirts are out, store.IHateHorror.com. We're ending pre-orders on Sunday, so make sure you get your pre-order in, especially if you're like outside of the normal range of like medium to like XL, like that middle range. If you're on the outskirts, because we don't order as much of the other sizes, that middle range is really where we keep it. So when we do have extras, it's going to be more of those than anything else. So just make sure if you are a larger or smaller size, just make sure you get your pre-orders in. Closes Sunday, August 6th, which is Sunday. For those of you listening. So order your shirt. That's store.IHateHorror.com. Best way, though, you could support us is to rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. What the fuck are you doing? Rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. If you do, send me an email, Sean@IHateHorror.com, and I'll send you some stickers. Yeah, free stickers. And what else do we have to plug? Facebook.com/IHateHorror, IHateHorror.com.
Thanks to Harley Poe.
Yeah, sure.
At Joe V421.
Yeah, Joe V4. Wait, I'm at I Hate Horror Show. God damn it. I'm on Twitter at I Hate Horror Show, Instagram and Snapchat at I Hate Horror.
I'm at Joe V421, Boogdish 1985, and Horror Show Joe.
Paul doesn't have an account.
Paul's at Boojagi87.
Text him. Tweet him. And that's it, man, for this episode. So, guys, thank you all so much. The support's been crazy. You guys are downloading like mad, keeping us up there,
Yes.
beating out those fucking chumps that I always have to edit out. I always have to edit this shit out. We're beating all the chumps, though, out there, son. So, whooping ass. Really whooping them. I really whooped them good, didn't I? That's a reference to next week's movie. All right, guys. Dawn of the Dead next week. For Joe and Paul, this is Sean. Adios.
Stay weird.
Stay weird.
Thank you.
Adios.
See ya. It's so funny.